So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. Setting up the screen, this is Samuels. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of 8 that time, and it brings up 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Well, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
Well, that's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. It's Pirine to begin the drive. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever is in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17.
Check. Hey, Steve 6. Hurry.
From the gun, Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Check. Lucky. Hey, alert.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
King. Regular. Cut. Hurry.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And a little floater there is incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Mike's 47. Check. Hurry.
Mayfield looks to throw. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
They'll start the drive with Samuels. And an alley to run. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. First down now, but the clock continues to move. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it second down. Roethlisberger got to get his guys to the line as quick as he can. He'll get this one to Switzer. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 7 yards there and a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Roethlisberger going up top. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
The throw once more on 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. To throw again is Roethlisberger. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Well, he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Hey, check Mike 47. Check. Pistol. Here we go. He's crossing. Hurry. Go.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, come on, get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. Sean Davis that time on the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 25 on second down, Mayfield. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
On first down, Sellers. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
Alert! Hurry! Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Throwing, Mayfield. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the dump off, and it's third down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still,
No
yardage.
yards.
Okay.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack by T.J. Watt, or is his mother. Connie calls him Trent Jordan Watt. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Running to start the drive is Samuels. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Roethlisberger. Oh, nearly picked. Almost intercepted, but he couldn't hang on, and it's 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Foul. Face mask. Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. And I think he's a guy, if they had let him walk, no one was going to be shouting from the top of a mountain, but he's a good guy. He's a good locker room guy, too.
Good locker room and a good player. I mean, he's a valuable starter for them, and if you just want to start over and maybe bring in someone new, the learning curve might be a little bit big. So it's a good job by getting him taken care of, and now they can move forward.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Run. Both sevens to Mike. Hey, box truck. Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. Hey.
Mayfield now. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. Jarvis Landry. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now out come the Steelers. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 to score as they regroup with 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go draw play. This is Samuels. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Don't go this way.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Good. 180. Mike 47. No chance. Real. Hey, check 24. Regular. Watch safety creep. Run.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Yeah, let's get set lunch.
Hurry.
From the 29, Mayfield. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Regular. Jump.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Let's go. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. And let's get this. Mike, 5. Hurry.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield dancing to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Both sevens to Mike. Pick it up. Five. Check Mike 47. Watch the run. Hurry. 47 to Mike, boy. 47. Check.
Mayfield to throw it. He finds Taylor, complete. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now Mayfield. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
A gain of 6 there on first. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play.
And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Roethlisberger. On the left side, it's McDonald. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Roethlisberger now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Roethlisberger will throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Who's 30? I got you.
They'll run here with Connor. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. On 2nd and goal, Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. It's caught. Beckham. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run again with Pirine. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for Cleveland, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.